What's up, guys? It's me again. So this is going to be another video of me just lifting circles over my head and probably off the ground. We're beginning this video with like some snatch balances, and then I'll talk to you guys about my fucking supplements that I take, all the other stuff in my life that's happening, exams, and yeah, it's a gong show. This training day was during, I think, my prep for the first exam that I have, or like the first or the last 2 or 3 quizzes that account for like 10% of my grade. So it was stressful. There's a lot of things that I had to do. I had to keep up with training. I had to do some personal stuff. And then I also had exams that I had to study for. So that was a gong show. I survived. And so that's why I'm here today. I didn't unalive or anything like that. But my body, my body doesn't know what to do with itself. Like it's hurting both emotionally and physically. So mentally we're kind of getting there. We're slowly getting fried, but we just got to survive the next 2 weeks, put some new information in, review some old information, and we should be hopefully fine. So in this video, we're going pretty heavy. I think we have triple snatches at 100, a couple of power cleans into jerks. I can't remember what they were. And then some squats as well. Yeah, here I was having an okay day, and then near the middle of it, or right about now, I kind of just get in my own head, and I do not have an okay day. I just get angry and frustrated, and I put that into lifting. So the weights went up. I kind of sacrificed proprioception, or is it proprioception? Just awareness of my body. And I was like, even if you hurt, we're gonna get this weight up. I don't give a shit. It's going up and it's staying up. So it's kind of the mentality that you need when you're really, really pushing yourself. And I was happy with this day, but I was also depressed in some sort of way. Aside from getting into my own feels, I'm gonna get into my supplement stack. So a lot of people ask what I take for supplements, and honestly, it could be boiled down to I take pre-workouts, I take some recovery supplements, I take some vitamins, and I also take creatine. So essentially, and I don't know if creatine is like a fucking recovery supplement or if that's like a separate category on its own, but creatine's great for you. Essentially, what I take in the morning is like a pill of ashwagandha. I take some Tongkat Ali, which is the other thing that I take. These are just to supplement my hormones. And then I take vitamin D and a couple of fish oils just for joint mobility. So that is what my morning stack looks like. My evening stack, I take more fish oils, and I also take some magnesium, just to help my muscles hopefully recover when I sleep. And when I sleep is a big if I sleep, and I'm saying that because I haven't been sleeping well for the last couple of weeks. So that being said, sleeping well is a huge thing, and then the supplement is there just to kind of add some more effect to it. So get your sleep, guys. That's super important. I try to get like at least 5 hours of sleep. Like that's the very least that I get. And I really try to aim for 8+ hours of sleep. My average sleep time has been around 6.5, which has been pretty good. But days that I only sleep 5, I can really, really feel the effect. And I kind of just have to muster through that. And then I make whatever up I can on the weekend. And yeah, I sleep like 9 hours to kind of counteract that 5 hour sleep day. So it is what it is. We try our best, and then we make adjustments, and we try not to make too many compromises, but sometimes it just needs to be done. Oh yeah, and in the evening, sorry, I forgot to add this, but in the evening, that's when I take my creatine, just because water retention is a big thing, and you're already losing water when you go to sleep. So my philosophy, if you can even call it that, is I'll take the creatine in the evening. So when I do lose water, I retain a little bit, and then, yeah, it's just, I don't know. I knew a girl that did it, and she was pretty thin, so I was like, you know what, I'm going to copy you, and it's doing okay so far. So no negative side effects there. I just take 1 scoop a day, and then I should be good to go. That is my morning and evening routine. When I get to the gym, I have a couple of things that I do use for my workout. It really depends on what I need, and the core essential to it is pre-workout. So that will either be like raw nutrition pre-workout. I choose between like Savage and it's called Savage with a TH, which is kind of cute, or Essentials. It's cute because C-Bum has like a little lisp, so Savage. Essentials from Raw, or I take Superset. I forgot who it's by, but it's a pretty big scoop, so I only take like half a scoop before I actually train. And then I take some additional like citrulline, and for my workout, something that I sip on is some BCAAs. And yeah, the one that I'm using right now is EHP Labs Beyond. It's the peach ring flavor, which I like a lot for very specific reasons. And I think that's the only one I'm going to drink for a while, just because it brings back good memories. So that is essentially my supplement stack for the gym session. So to reiterate, it's ashwagandha in the morning with Tonkat Ali, vitamin D, and fish oils. During my workout, if I do have a workout, then it's going to be a form of pre-workout, just depending on what I have. Also citrulline and BCAAs. And then in the evening, I'll have like fish oils, magnesium, and my creatine. And that's pretty much what I'm taking every day. So supplements are expensive, guys. And that's why I hooked you up with insert sponsor here. Not really sponsor, but affiliate. If you guys want to save some money on, supplements, nutrition stuff, check out Raw Nutrition, link down below. You'll save 10% off your entire purchase, and I'll also talk to you about it at the end of the video. So essentially, all of the things that you put in your body hopefully correlate to, feeling better, looking better, and just performing better. And the biggest thing that you can't really overlook is if your nutrition is shit, then any amount of supplementing is not going to help you at all whatsoever. It's just, you're not putting the proper fuel in your body. And if you're just trying to band-aid that with supplements, and like you're thinking to yourself, oh, I'm just going to take more pre-workout, I'm going to take more BCAAs because it's my protein, or I'm just going to take protein instead of eating a meal. You do need solid foods, and your body needs to function in a way where you're digesting throughout the day, and supplements are there, hence the name supplements. So I had a talk with one of my best friends, and he was like, bro, for the longest time, I didn't know that orange juice was kind of unhealthy for you. And I was like, what do you mean by that? And he was like, orange juice is like carbs. And I was like, yeah, they are. And then he was like, yeah, there are a lot of sugar too. And I was like, yeah, it's like drinking a Coke. And he's like, then why is orange juice healthier than Coke? And I was like, orange juice is a juice. So when you juice something, you get rid of the fibers that make the fruit a fruit, and then you're essentially just drinking all the sugar in that fruit. So if you think about it this way, you need the fibers to kind of slow down that flow into your bloodstream, because if you drink something, sugars get absorbed, and then you're essentially hungry throughout the day, or it just spikes your insulin. And there are a whole bunch of things that I can't really go into detail. It's better to eat the fruit than to drink the drink, unless you know, you have a workout and you're like, I just need these sugars in my system, and you're immediately using those sugars to do something active. Like maybe you're at work and then your work is strenuous and you're like, you know what, I don't have time to eat right now, but orange juice is going to be fine. It's not carbonated, it's healthy sugars, and then I'm going to be using these sugars once they hit my bloodstream. Everything's pretty much good to go. So you be the master of your own fate, and you be the master of your own diet. I can't really give you this. These are all guidelines, okay? I'm not telling you like you should do this, you should not, but just based off of what I'm doing, if you wanted to try it out, you could copy me and see if that's good for you. You're probably asking why I don't drink protein, because I just don't like the taste of it. Some proteins suck, some are really good, but it's kind of just a waste of money. I'd rather just put $10 into ground beef, and then make ground beef and eggs, and then have a side of like broccoli, and that will be my protein of the evening. Like I don't really need to supplement my protein. I feel like I'm getting, good enough, but sometimes when I really do need to eat, I have protein bars, like need to eat protein, and I don't have any on hand. I do have some protein bars stashed away. I think they're called Bear Bells or whatever like that. They're really good. My friend turned me on to them, and then, so my friend from school told me about them, and she's like, these are expensive, someone took mine. And I was like, okay, how much are they? And they're like $5 each. And I was like, what the fuck? That's expensive. And then one of my buddies gave it to me just to try out, and I was like, dude, I heard these are expensive. And he's like, no, you gotta try it out, and then if you get some, then you should give some to me. And I was like, all right, I'll try them out. And they were actually pretty bussin'. So I fuck with that shit. I bought 10 and I seldomly use it, but on days that I need to consume more protein, I go ahead and do that. So it is what it is. Honestly, I could have saved the money, because being a student is not the most rewarding thing in terms of income. But if you can do your best to kind of cut corners here and there, enjoy life, and still save some money, then I feel like you're on the right path of living that student lifestyle. So that being said, guys, what supplement should I talk about today? This video was brought to you by my affiliate, Raw Nutrition. It wasn't really, they didn't reach out or anything like that. They were just my affiliate. So if you want to help me out, live that student budget, then you guys can check out their stuff. And honestly, it saves you money, and it helps make me a little bit of money. So if you don't like stimulated pre-workouts, so stuff that doesn't have caffeine in it, is something called Pump. So Pump is essentially a pre-workout without any caffeine. And so it comes with very basic ingredients with some like amino acids in it. So chloride, which is just salt, sodium chloride. I don't know why they broke it up like that, but sodium chloride, potassium, and then you have L-citrulline, what the fuck is this? Betaine, anhydrose, beta-alanine, L-tyrosine, nitrosine, I guess. I don't know what the fuck these are. But the lion's mane extract is actually pretty good. Like the one at the bottom here. That shit is a separate supplement that I'd like to try later down the line. And I heard it's really good for you, like in terms of your hormone stuff. So if you wanted to try it out, taurine's also a really good recovery thing. And then agmatine sulfate, I guess, okay, there's 750 milligrams in this bitch. So I mean, I feel like all this stuff is pretty good if they're going to make a non-stim pre-workout that's supposed to stimulate stim pre-workout. So I hope you guys check it out. There's like 5 flavors. I saw one of the other affiliates try it out, and she seemed to like it a lot. If you guys wanted to check this out, use a discount code CREANDREW10 to save 10% off your entire purchase. This stacks, and this works every time. So hopefully you enjoy the supplements, and I hope to see you next time. Let me know if you have any other ideas that you wanted me to talk about. I literally just hear some questions from my friend, and I'm like, you know what? That seems like a good video idea. So subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll talk about it in more depth. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. This has gone on for too long. I have so much shit to study for, but I'll see you in the next one.